In this video, I'll help you unlock the math skill discovering pi. My secret is showing you 3 keys that break down the critical information on this skill. We're exploring the length workshop, where every measuring instrument unlocks a new math skill. We've already covered these foundational lessons, and now we're tackling the lesson discovering pi. In this section, you will learn the old methods used to find the perimeter of a circle. We know the word circumference is the special name for the perimeter of a circle. But measuring the perimeter of a circle is very different to measuring the perimeter of a square or rectangle. With straight-edged shapes, you can simply line up a ruler along each side, but a circle has no straight lines. So here's the problem. How do we measure the circumference of a shape that curves the whole way around? There are ways to measure it, and here are 2 simple methods you could use. Method 1. Use a cloth tape or a piece of string. Both can wrap around the circle. Once it's gone all the way around, you can straighten it out and measure it with a ruler. A cloth tape is even better because the measurements are already printed on it. Method 2. Cover the edge of the circle with a little ink or paint. Start at the mark point and roll the circle in a straight line on a paper until it completes 1 full turn. The mark it leaves is the length of the circumference. And now you can measure that line with a ruler. But both these methods leave the potential of human error. Let's learn how to avoid this error in the next key. In this section, you will learn what pi is and how to use it with the calculator. Imagine this. I hand you a circle with a diameter of 6 centimeters. Here's a simple question, but don't answer it yet. How many times bigger do you think the circumference is compared to the diameter? Most people guess either double or triple the size. But is that actually true? To find out, we could physically measure the circumference. You could wrap a cloth tape around the circle or use the ink method by rolling it along a ruler. Either way, you get a measurement of 18.8 centimeters. Now for the big test. We divide the circumference by the diameter. So on your calculator, 18.8 divided by 6 equals 3.141592 continue. The decimal just keeps going. This tells us the circumference is a little over 3 times bigger than the diameter. Interesting, but is this just a coincidence? Let's try another one. This time our circle has a diameter of 4 centimeters. Again, measuring the circumference using tape or ink, you get 12.6 centimeters. Now complete 12.6 divided by 4. Wait for it. 3.1415. The same number again. Try it with a circle of diameter 8 centimeters or any other circle you like. The result keeps coming back to just over 3. This happens for every circle on Earth. We've discovered a universal pattern. The circumference of a circle is always a little over 3 times its diameter. That special number has a name, pi. So what exactly is the number pi? Pi isn't a normal number. It's an irrational number, meaning the decimals never end and never repeat. Since it goes on forever, we use a symbol to represent it. It's actually a ratio. Pi equals the circumference divided by the diameter. But if the decimal goes on forever, how do we use it with the calculator? Your calculator has the exact value stored for you. Can you see the little pi symbol above this button? Press Shift and that button, then equals, and the value appears. Even though the screen cuts it off, the digits keep continuing. In this section, you will learn the breakthrough formula used to find the perimeter of circles. Now that we know this relationship, we can use it to solve problems faster and more accurately. Because let's be honest, physically measuring the circumference of a circle every time with tape or ink is slow, messy, and not practical. We need something quicker. Since pi equals the circumference divided by the diameter, we can use this to create a formula. We can multiply both sides by the diameter, giving us this new formula, circumference equals pi times the diameter. Now calculating the circumference is easy. All you need is the diameter and pi, which is a button on your calculator. You now know all the key information on this concept. However, can you solve all exam style questions? Watch this next video to master questions easily.